Greetings YouTube land, I am Falagar, and welcome back to another episode of Falagar in Skyrim. So last we left off, and by the way, happy birthday to Dean of DVD. I know it's a little bit early. Your birthday is on April 24th, so I'm about a couple days early, which is Sunday. So happy birthday to you again, sir. I'll probably share this episode with you, so at least you can check out the beginning and hear that birthday wish for the second time. Oh, okay, so yeah, so anyways, so the last time I started building my home, but I figured I'm gonna do it again, mainly because it was just the, I guess, the basic building of the home, which kind of becomes the, I guess, like the foyer of the house. It starts off as the main house, and then as you start annexing more parts to it, the main house kind of becomes like a foyer, and you'll see as time goes on what I mean by that. What I did the last time was I just stayed here at the workstation and started building it up without turning around, so you can see the progress that has been made step by step. So what I'm going to do is each step I'm going to kind of, turn around, and you can see the house slowly building up. So we'll do it that way, instead of from suddenly there's nothing here, as you can see. As a matter of fact, we'll call this episode like building a better home or something. Okay, so, well, first off, there is the book, The Beginner's Guide to Homesteading. If you're like most people, you've always dreamed of owning your own steading and building your own home. But where to start? Never fear, you hold in your hands the guide to everything you need to know. Before long, you'll be gazing complacently across your well-tended lands from the porch of your own manor house. Love it. Getting started. There are two vital pieces of equipment that the prospective homeowner needs. The drawing table, which was, you probably caught that drafting table on the left, and a carpenter's workbench, which is where this book was laying on. Your drafting table is where you'll lay out the plans for each stage of your new home. Don't worry about making a mistake here. You can always change your mind and make a new plan. Making a new plan costs you nothing. Remember, measure twice and cut once. Your carpenter's workbench is where you'll do the actual construction. Once you've settled on a plan at the drafting table, you can start building your house at the carpenter's workbench. Avoid the common beginner's mistake. It's really hard to make a mistake, but, for the effect of realism, right? Don't try to build a roof without building the proper supports first. Space for the family. If you have a spouse or children, you'll certainly want to get the house in a livable state as soon as possible. And actually, there is a little girl I would like to adopt, and we'll get to her later. Maybe in this episode. Okay, hiring a steward, building materials. Okay, building your house. The rest of this guide will review plans for each room that you might want to build. Small house. Okay, this is, well, I won't read this book all at once, really. As we go along, I'll read parts of it, parts that are like pertinent to the stage at which I am at the house building. Small house. Before you get too ambitious, gain confidence by building this tidy cottage. So it starts off as like a small house, like I said. I don't remember there being steps up there, but it is the perfect starter home and might turn out to be all you need. But don't worry, if you decide to keep building, you can remodel this into an entryway to the rest of your house. That's what I'm talking about. So it becomes like an entryway in the main hall. Okay, so we'll get to that stuff later. Well, okay, So first thing...
At least something good came out of that trip to Sarthal. I didn't find anything, but I'm a mage, not a pawnbroker, you know.
Get all the metal. I need these anyways. Just back to wearing the basics. Probably wondering why I'm taking all this stuff off of her. That is because I'm going to put it all in here. These are things I'm going to need. Whoops. Those I'll need later. Okay. Still full, huh? Oh, right, that makes sense that I would be full. Have all this clay and stuff on me. Alright, well, here's what I'll do. Oh, hold on. Okay, I know I'm gonna need some nails. Build a couple of those. Build a box. Iron fittings, hinges. I'd like to build smelter, right? Oops. Oh, oops. Now first we have to go to the drafting table. That's right. And small house layout. Okay, now that we have that done. So as you can see that? What it did. So this is basically the outline here of where the house is, you know, the space of which the dimensions and everything of the house, and where it's gonna take up. Okay. Before we go on to that, this is last time I was a little bit too anxious to get the house built. I just quickly went through it because I've waited so long, but now that that's out of my system, I can kind of take it a little bit slower. Okay, yeah, I guess we can go ahead and do this. Okay, let's start with the foundation. Here we go. Oh, I guess Yes, it did have steps. How come I don't remember steps being here? See that? Isn't that nice? Okay. And lumber is something I'm going to have to get more of. And where do I... Where can I... Or when can I build a smelter? I thought... Do I have to have the house first? Guess I do. Alright. Okay, wall frame. And the walls, which need clay. Which I'll get that in a moment. And right down over there is where the smelter is gonna be put, somewhere around here. Just drinking orange juice. Clay. Let's go ahead and take for now. Okay, walls. Floor and a roof will be next. Quite nice. And we're done. No. Okay. The floor. Okay. That's important because, well, hold on. Let's go ahead and do the roof frame. I think I need more clay, right? Now, if you go ahead and look at the floor, see it's all cement. It's just cement and just dirty. Here's the roof framing. Looks like we need more nails. Okay. See, here's the floor now. If you want to back it up and you can see the difference. And you can actually add to all of this and it's going to become a bigger home, pretty much like a mansion, really. My only disappointment is I think there's 3 or 4 land property that you can own and where you can do this sort of thing and build your house, but all the houses pretty much all end up looking the same if you pick all the same choices. There really isn't I mean, you can make them look, you can build different parts to them, like maybe one house will have a kitchen, but the other house you put a library where the kitchen was, but it all still has that same like basic template. Do you know what I mean? I wish there was more variation depending upon location. Roof and the door. So here we are. There's the roof. It's very nice, right? And the door. Now I have the option of building these things. Smelter. Okay, I need 2 iron fittings. There's one. There's two. There's the home. And like I said, if you look over here, there is no smelter. I'm about to build one. So that is interesting. In order to build any of these accessories to the house, fish hatchery and all that. Oh yeah, very cool. I have to actually have a house there. Animal pen. So now, there's the smelter. You can probably see it. Right there. See? You even put an anvil here. So now I can smelt.
I'm right behind you. I'm a mage, not a pawnbroker, you know.
Some... Oh, did I take them all? Ah, iron ore. It's just... two.
Let's get going then.
See? Couple of iron ore. There we go. I don't have to go all the way to town for that. Alright. Now, okay, I guess it did have stairs. Wonder why... Well, there's a little lock to it too. Very nice. Too bad you don't actually lock the door, but... and you'll slowly see this place just grow, get bigger and bigger. Right now it's just a little, small little cottage. And we'll look inside. Okay. Can add a little bed, but I am not going to do that. I don't want this to be small like this for too long. So let's see here.
I've got your back.
Anything
I'm a mage, not a pawn.
get rid of here?
No.
Ah, the books. But I'm gonna have her hold on to the books still just a little while longer. Okay, this almost serves no purpose for her. Okay.
Lead on.
Ah. Now if you look out here. I'm going to add torch sconces right here and right here. Because, yeah, well, it's not going to get dark soon, but, you know, when it does get dark. To provide some light. Oh, wait, did I have the sconces on? Or the goat horns on me? I did not. Okay, so let me get the goat horns. That's the interior. Ah, exterior. Requires 2. This requires 2. Do I have a total of 4? This is why I was trying to kill some goat. At the beginning, earlier, but I should have killed more. Oh boy, all I have are these 2. Okay, well, and iron fittings, was it? And what else? I start building the main hall. Okay. The main hall. Oh, clairvoyance. Okay, we all pretty much know all about the material and everything. State into their hands. You need. Oh, this is about hiring a steward. Once your estate is well established, you may wish to consider hiring a steward to help manage your affairs. A good steward can be invaluable, from hiring a carriage driver to buying a cow to keeping you supplied with building materials, freeing you to enjoy the fruits of your labors. Before hiring a steward, it's advisable to bring a potential candidate to your manor and observe whether they are a good fit for your requirements. Remember, you're putting your entire estate into their hands. You need someone you can trust implicitly. Okay, the main hall is what I'm building next. Here it is. Yeah, and see, if you look up here, this is... Oh, the mouse pointer is not... Okay, but you can kind of see it if you look at that diagram in the upper left corner of that diagram, what it's going to look like, you know, the topography of it. You may decide the small house is not enough, and it certainly is not. I mean, I guess it can be for some folks if you know, you can really build that room up, but if I was just going to have a small house, I'd go with something like the house in Whiterun or something. For me, the main reason why you'd want to build your own house is so that you can build up a manor. You may decide the small house is not enough. Perhaps you need room for a growing family. The next step is to add a main hall, which will turn your cottage into an imposing manor house. 2 floors, including space for 2 small bedrooms, a back room, and a large dining area, which will consist of... Well, I don't have that mouse pointer here. Okay, anyways, so that's what we're gonna do. I hope I have enough wood. Surprisingly, I do have enough wood. I need a lock, hinge, and nails. Hinges come in 2s. Did it say iron fittings? I'll build one just in case, because I know I'm going to need that eventually anyways. Okay, oh, before I go ahead and do that, okay, time, okay, 3 p.m. See the layout? Look at that. All this is the main house. Now, strangely enough, the scaling might be a little bit off, because as big as this may look, when this actually gets built, this, you know, main hall actually looks bigger than this space provided. Hawk feathers just lying around for some odd reason. But I guess here's how we can tell. I'll remember this patch of grass over here. How much logs do I have? I only have 3 left. We'll have to get more. But I think I can just walk down to Morthal and get more, right? Yep, gonna need more. What did I just build? Okay. Okay. Why don't we head back down to Morthal?